hasn't received any compensation, despite what he claims were the driver's assurances at the scene that he would sort things out. The sticking point's been disagreement over what Adam's bike was worth. Its original retail price was $1,095. However, Adam had got it for $599 on sale 2.5 years earlier. The truckie did offer to replace it, but with a lower quality bike. Then he said he'd been told it could be fixed for as little as $100. To find out if Adam's bike can be fixed, we got Bike and Pack in Mount Maunganui to inspect it. They confirmed that the bike is beyond repair. The key question that remains then is the level of compensation Adam can reasonably expect. Adam's bike wasn't insured, but if it had been, what kind of payout might he have got? Insurance companies usually offer 2 levels of cover, full replacement or indemnity value. If Adam had had full replacement cover like that offered by AA Insurance, he'd have got a brand new bike of equivalent quality, regardless of his old one's age or what he'd paid for it. That means he'd have got a new bike worth at least $1,000. Indemnity value, meanwhile, means what an asset would have sold for second-hand just before it was damaged. Bike and Pack often assess damaged bikes for insurance claims, and in their view, Adam's bike's indemnity value was $500 to $600. With this in mind, Target called the truck driver, one Andrew Columbell of Tauranga, to see if he'd be willing to pay Adam $500. Mr. Columbell said he didn't dispute liability, but would prefer to let the disputes tribunal decide what the bike was worth, and then he'll pay Adam that much. When we went to ask him why he didn't just put Adam's claim through his or his employer's insurance, he had this to say.
Well, I tried to sort this out so we didn't have to try to go through the firm, because the firm was just going to tell him to off. I've been trying to sort this out, but he was just being an awkward little Now, like I said, take it to the small claims court. Now, piss off.
In the meantime, Adam is now out of pocket, having already bought himself a new bike. He's thankful, though, that it was just his bike that got run over that day, not himself. He's now considering insuring his new bike. So, if you're a cyclist, what do you need to know about insurance? Most contents insurance policies will not only cover your bike if it's damaged, but also you if you damage another vehicle and are at fault. Being insured also means you don't have to chase the at-fault party for compensation. The insurer will do that themselves. As with any insurance policy, though, if you're acting unlawfully at the time of the crash, you may void any insurance cover. For cyclists, that includes ignoring traffic lights or signs, riding without lights on half an hour before or half an hour after sunset, and cycling on the footpath any faster than walking speed. Otherwise, they must use the road, which is something motorists need to remember the next time you get impatient with a slow cyclist on the road. The golden rule is to give cyclists a wide berth. If you can't get round them safely, slow down until you can.
In tonight's Hidden Camera trial, our actress has been flat out, so we've outsourced her ironing to the professionals. The first company ran out of steam and only pressed half the items satisfactorily. Will the following company be more consistent? It's a Greenacres ironing franchisee from Manukau. They arrived just before 11 o'clock and again asked for hangers. As with our first company, our actress gives them 9. The clothes were dropped back 24 hours later, which is their fastest turnaround service. Everything was on hangers except the linen. One problem with this service was that even when some garments had been ironed well, hanging them on the wrong hangers creased them in all the wrong places. Skirts need skirt hangers. One of the men's shirts looked okay, the other one had creases in the collar and cuff. Not so good. And again, creases in the arms of the women's shirts and the denim jacket are both fashion crimes. 5 items were over-ironed, including this pure silk top. They've pressed in creases. Only 3 items were under-ironed, but all of the incorrectly hung ones look like they weren't ironed either. So 8 of the 20 items were ironed well. But hang on a minute, we had 22 items. Where are our sheets? Our actress called the company straight away and the sheets were found and dropped off the next day. That's why it's so important that you write an inventory of your items and check them off when you get them back. Otherwise, it could be months before you notice something's missing. The total cost was $58.40, and that works out at around $2.60 per item. Speaking of money, our $25 was still in the pockets. Our expert thought the standard of ironing was quite good, but ruined by the lack of skirt hangers and misplacing 2 items. The service was completed on time and the cost was the second cheapest. So our expert rated Greenacres Monaco 5 out of 10. They respond.
We have so far implemented all the procedures necessary to ensure that we improve our ironing in order to meet the industry standards.
After the break, has this skirt actually been ironed? Our trial of professional ironing services continues.
And find out which of the 4 fast food giants makes the best chicken burger for you and your family.